Alright, Shalom. For the fourth, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all the actions across the globe. Pushing the word of truth in the city, I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with another lesson. Basically going into the prophecy about America being destroyed, alright, and about the prophecy that we're going through are self-evident. You know, it's COVID and this uprising of the people, man. It's not slowing down. You know, we want to get a couple of precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. In Nahum 3:1, it says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey depart not." And the word woe goes to destruction. This is the bloody city, man. The city was built on the back of free labor, all right, by enslaving the Israelites, mainly the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right, but also the the murder the Native of many of the Native Americans, okay, in Northern Kingdom that came to this land in their own will and were close to being exterminated by Esau Edom, okay. It's all full of lies and robbery, right? You know, the scripture talk about injury. Let's get that real quick. Injurious practices. It says, it's Sirach 10:18, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that unrighteous dealings is making these decrees and not living by them, not standing by them, breaking these treaties, amending laws, all right, buying hundreds of acres of land on the penny, all right, moving them into reservations, okay. And right now, unrighteous dealings is these backroom deals with these governors, giving the power to reopen the states, knowing that the virus is not under control. Injuries and riches got by deceit, and we know there's a ongoing record of Esau Edom using these practices of syphilis tests and um, uh, uh, and redlining the neighborhoods, these projects, you know, and having a system that didn't have the 12 tribes in mind, man. Poor systems, which also injures um, the morale of us Israelites going to these schools and colleges and living in these cities, man. All right, and we just got by deceit, man. You know, very mentioned by law, making amendments. Okay, um, writing grievances with a pen. All right, so all these things are gonna be of the demise of this place they call Babylon, man. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, and the downfall of this place is the rise of Yasharallah. Okay. So woe to the bloody city, back in Nahum 3:1. So woe to the bloody city is all full of lies and robbery. The prey depart not. All right. Not only are we to pray, the main prey is the tribes, the children of Israel, but also it's anybody who doesn't conform to the bankers' agenda, man. All right. Jump down to verse 19. The Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. thy wound is grievous, all that hear the bruit, which means news, of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed away. All right? And so there is no healing of thy bruise, man. All right? This quarantine is collapsing the market. All right? You have big businesses are being bankrupt, going out of business, not be able to open up and not be able to open their doors again, man. There is no healing of thy bruise. That wound is grievous. And the wound is grievous, man. What's going on? You're seeing the truckers not being able to transport food or goods. All right. Um, uh, um, the stores not being able to stay full. You got uprising people marching on the state capitol. All right. All they hear the bruit of thee shall clap at thee, shall clap their hands over thee. Right, man. Quiet is kept. These nations are making fun of it, of the so-called United States, man. That we boast of having the best economy and the best doctors and best this and that. All right, but you can't control the media in the sense that the alternative media is getting out and it's showing to prove that that a lot of the information being put out are false. How they're changing the death certificates. Equating a great majority of the deaths to COVID, when a lot of these deaths have underlying factors, man. All right. They hear the brood of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. Right, man. Who hasn't experienced uh, 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 the um, the strong arm of Esau Edom here in America, man? All right. They say, I better get this real quick. It's about ruling the nations in anger, right? Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that rules the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Right, man. Okay. And that's what it is, man. All right. Who has not experienced the wrath or the democracy or the ideology of Esau Edom, man? All right. Out of all the years of his dominion on this last go around, there have been single digit years where there wasn't no war. Most of the world is still on the U.S. dollar. They got bases in over 100 countries. All right. So, hey, Esau got to pay for this, man. So there is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All they hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee, upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually. Right, because the Lord gave the man a blessing. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. Okay? He covers the faith of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he, man? Hey, who's the one to rule the nations in anger, man? All right? And for that reason, man, in the captivity, for him having the captivity of the tribes, nation of Israel, the 12 tribes, which are the children of Israel, hey, if you're going to get destroyed, Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. It says, and this is a verse, Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. The door shall be shut in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughter of men shall be brought low. All right? The doors are shut in the streets, man. All right? You can't go and get your hair cut. Can't get your clothes cleaned. Can't buy any clothes. All right, all the entertainment is is non-existent, man. The beach front is closed. The lakefront is closed. Downtown is relatively closed unless you're working down there. Okay? Hey, this place is going down the drain and ain't no bringing it back. All right? The toothpaste is out the tube, man. All right? It said, and the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird. All the dogs of the midst shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because men go to a long home, and the mourners go about the streets. All right? You know? So, and the scripture talk about the young men and children swooning in the streets. And people are mourning, man. They're mourning so hard that when their people are dying of this virus, they're not allowed to go to the funeral. They're not allowed to visit them in the hospital. They're complaining about not having any work. All right. Salakia. Isaiah 19:14. It says, so like Isaiah 19:14, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work. Therefore the drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right, that perverse spirit right now is people not believing that this virus is real, not taking it serious, which in turn makes the quarantine last longer, makes the rules get harsher, and you forcing the hand of the powers that be to institute the plan they want to initiate all along, which is the one world government, a cashless society, more of a police state. Okay, let's look at that word perverse. Distorting, perverting, warping, perverse. All right, from the root, which is not unsuitable. Okay. All right, let's go back to this word again, Baba Kushan. All right, because one of the words is distorting. All right, so the Lord put a distorting spirit. All right, let's look at that word distort in the Google. All right, because everybody's contrary. All right, you got people who want it open, who want the states back open. You got some who want to close it down because it's too early still. All right, and we're gonna find the word for distort. It says to pull or twist out of shape, and it's to give a misleading or false account or impression of something. All right, so we know that the COVID virus is a real virus, but how much is it actually killing people? Or how many people are actually affected? How many are actually dying? How contagious is it really? All right, and that's all and that's a perverse spirit, a distortion of facts. All right, a misleading, a false account or impression of something, thinking that a mask is going to save you and gloves. All right, with all this, all belongs to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And said, neither shall there be, back in Isaiah 19:14, said the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right, man, and that's what's going on, man. Everybody in America is they're reeling. All right, they're conspiracy theorists are so-called conspiracy theorists are proven to be right in some cases, man. All right, and those who don't believe that the government is against them, all right, they're wondering when they're gonna be able to go back to work. All right, they're believing the stimulus package is gonna jumpstart the economy, and you're just drinking, you're just further drinking of the wine of Babylon, man. Verse 15, it said, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. You know, because every day, man, the unemployment claims are in the millions. People are looking for any type of work they can get. You got people out here with kids and bills. All right, and there's not gonna be anything left but to conform. Take that chip so you can find some work to do, man. Verse 16, in that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh Shemiah Shai of hosts, which he shaketh over it. All right, this is the Lord's doing, man. This is the Lord's hand um, 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 uh, um, creating this turmoil, man. All right, let me get this right here. Ruleth. It's in Daniel. It says Daniel 4:32, and they shall drive thee from men. Thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth to whomsoever he will. All right. So this is was and this was going on now. Esau proven to be base. All right. He become weak. And all this is to show you how about Shemiah Shai's power, man. All right. So with that one, hope the lesson is edifying. I'm going to call Allah, Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.